Hello, my viewers, and welcome to, you know what? Just keep it simple. Hello, my viewers, and welcome to Tibbs TV. We're going to play some Oblivion today. It is hot as balls outside. So, you know, it's warm. I think I'll spend the first 45 minutes building a thumbnail that we're probably never going to use. And then I will do the gameplay after. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're jumping into the gameplay. But we do need to work on our thumbnails, that's for sure. I found out some things. And we always do these intros before the actual gameplay, kind of break the ice, let people have a chance to join in, join the stream, yada, yada, yada. No one cares. So I found out that there's a few things we could do to fancyify our thumbnail. Apparently, people love, and I'm telling you all this because some of you out there might be trying to have YouTube channels of your own. And I figure, if I tell you what I'm discovering, despite me not using this information, like I really am a lazy creator, aren't I? Sloth is my sin of choice, if you think about it, when it comes to my YouTube career. But people love expressions on thumbnails. Apparently, that's a big thing. So tomorrow, I'm going to be making a thumbnail for a stream. I'm going to see if these tactics actually work. But apparently they do, because if you look at most YouTube thumbnails, it's kind of there. You want to have some kind of an expression, a face, ooh, or what? Some kind of expression on the thumbnail. A second thing that I noticed a lot of thumbnails have, and this has also been on some videos that bring this up, this very topic. If you're going to have text in your title, which a lot of things do, you want to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I notice a lot of thumbnails tend to give away the information of the video. It's kind of weird. It's like if you don't want to watch the video, just look at the thumbnail and you'll know all the answers of what's going on. It's kind of weird, actually. And then third and foremost, this is actually kind of true, but not a lot of videos actually do it. But the ones who do, oh my god, do they get success? Boobs. Big, voluptuous, round boobs. Yes, a woman's chest. Or rear end. Some people like ass. Nothing wrong with that. Being in the thumbnail significantly grows the content. Now, I don't have an ass or boobs worth showing. I definitely don't have boobs. But we could find a way to implement winter into our thumbnails more. I'm just saying, just to see if it works. So tomorrow I'll make a really, really outlandishly questionable thumbnail for this video that we're doing. We stream every day, so just warning you all that tomorrow might be an interesting day. Because of either hilarious amounts of success or insane amounts of backlash. You can't show tits on a thumbnail. They're not going to be naked tits, obviously. But still. Twitch doesn't have any of these problems. You know what Twitch is funny about? Twitch does not have problems with having to figure out thumbnails. Because Twitch is just stream. There's no need for a thumbnail on Twitch. Another thing that is hilarious on Twitch is Twitch does not have likes or dislikes. Twitch just has mass censorship. You're not allowed to show any arm on Twitch. Boobs, they're totally okay with that. But arm? Oh no. Oh no. The wenches have shown off their arms. Twitch is a bit of a weird platform. If all works, we'll be going back to Twitch, and I was given some advice not too long ago, very recently, that I should, as of June 8th, convert to Twitch entirely for about 2 years. I think I'm going to take that advice. We have a lot of toxic trash on YouTube. And YouTube isn't quite the platform it once was, and I do need to learn to clean up myself as far as, behavior, language, profanity, yada, yada, yada. And if I want to survive on Twitch, I'm going to have to, I guess, mold myself to the flow of that censorship that they have on that platform. And I say censorship because they'll ban you for pretty much anything. If you're playing a video game, they don't care. They really don't. Given certain games are obviously a problem, but most games they aren't going to complain too much about. You can play The Witcher 3 with all the nudity involved, and they're not going to care too much. But if you say one thing about politics, it is game over. Saying that, however, would be probably okay, but like if you say anything specifically, BLM, trans anything, if you say anything about trans people, LGBT, these are topics that people find to be, oh God, what are you, ugh, gross. And if I had said what I just said, oh God, trans, gross, I would have been banned. Hands down. I am on a 6-month suspension. It ends on June 7th. I'll be allowed to go back. I have been in contact with Twitch. They seem to be pretty much on board with this. We will see what happens on June 8th, because that is the day I can officially say we're back. Can't say nothing till then, right? But I'd have to learn to truly ignore haters for once. And I have to ignore the toxic side of my nature. I want you all to know that this YouTube channel is not about the video games. This video is not about Oblivion, although it is titled Let's Play Oblivion, or it's Oblivion Remastered Stream Part 2. It's like Part 3 or 4 at this point, but not the point, right? What it's really about is me as a person as I grow while playing these video games. I play these video games, I evolve as a person. And the one thing I have to work on as a person is my toxic nature. I have been, over the years, increasingly more frustrated with how the world is and how people treat each other, specifically how they treat me, over things that make no sense. And we're not going to go into detail because that's part of the training. To train myself to ignore. I shouldn't have to defend myself nonstop. And that has become the norm. And I don't think that that's good. Going to Twitch, people can say anything they want and you can ban them for no good reason. You could censor out almost everything. If they get hostile or negative, you can censor them. You can get away with saying that too. It's the one thing you're allowed to talk about censorship. You're just not allowed to go into detail about the censorship. But like, at a point, hey D-Chat, well, how you doing, man? So, you'd have to train yourself to let go, I guess is the general point I'm trying to make here. And I'm thinking that I'm going to take this person's advice. When June 8th rolls around, if things go according to plan, I'm letting you all know now that I will no longer be on the YouTube platform. For about 2 years, maybe even longer, depends on how well Twitch works for me. Now, again, I'm going to have to train myself to let go, to no longer ignore people. And I'm sorry to drop all this on you guys. I know that some of you think this is your golden opportunity to screw me over. Some of you are like, oh, but I like watching on YouTube. Some of you, I don't know. Some of you just don't care one way or another. And that's fine. But I am making this decision not because of any other reason, but it's time for me to train myself to let go. I know the people I've had to deal with are horrible, icky, gross, rude, unkind, and absolute savages. I can never say that on the Twitch platform because to call people savages would be considered violent hate speech. Yes, I know that sounds ridiculous. You either adapt and survive, or you get terminated. That is how Twitch works. You could never say that either, unfortunately. That's another thing I could never say on Twitch. I'm choosing to adapt to survive, to step away from this platform starting June 8th, if things work out. Now I have to have a backup plan. If something goes wrong, we will not be returning to YouTube for at least 2 years, regardless. If things go wrong, we will be going to my Rumble or my Odyssey. I haven't decided which. Odyssey is more for perspective gameplay anyway. And I'm not sure how many of you want to make an Odyssey just to watch me stream, but not too important at this point. I imagine Twitch will work out. That is the plan. So, like you all know now, as of June 8th, I will no longer be on this platform. By choice. I think it's time that I teach myself to let go. Until then, we have some fun things planned. And no, just so it's out there, I'm not abandoning YouTube. I will be back at some point. Call this an extended vacation. There's a number of reasons why. I could go into detail. If you guys want me to, I will. But right now, we are to get it out of our system before we get to the next step. It has to do with breaking cycles, has to do with making better tomorrows, has to do with walking away from all the toxicity. At this point, the rest is not very important. But I'm not abandoning YouTube. I will still be uploading to YouTube. I just will not be publishing anything on YouTube. What I mean is, when we're on Twitch, I will be backing up every video we do on Twitch to YouTube. It might be to this channel. It might be to another channel. I'm not sure. I have not decided yet. And then, in 2 years, maybe we'll start publishing those videos one by one as uploads. Because that's what they would be. If you're porting them from Twitch, they are uploads at that point. This is something that I have put some time and thought into. I received this advice not too long ago, and I've thought on it throughout the night, throughout the morning, throughout the midday. I have not slept. It's just a lot of things I don't want to get into. We're not going to get into them. I've had a lot on my mind, and this is a big decision. I'm not abandoning YouTube Partner Program. It will still be there. Okay? If we set up YouTube Partner Program on a second channel, so be it. Right now, I'm not too worried about it. Whenever we come back to YouTube, what we have learned and what we have taught ourselves to be on Twitch will become the norm. And we're going to treat this as respectfully as possible. If you have a problem with me, you're going to be trained to move on. I'm no longer addressing criticisms. If you have a criticism, keep it to yourself. It has no point in being told to me, because most criticisms are just people being asinine. I'm not going to go into detail. If you have an accusation or allegation, I don't care. I am not law enforcement. I am not the police. And if the police aren't worried about anything you have to say, it must not be that important. Let's be honest here. Police suck. So do a lot of people who make up a bunch of bullshit. So another thing that we're going to train ourselves to do is not cuss as much. It's easier to promote videos when you're not cussing up a storm. And I do think profanity makes people sound immature, myself included. So that is a cycle we're going to break until June 8th. That means by June 8th, I want to have at least 10 streams in a row. Hopefully way more than that, where I'm not cussing at all. Because I don't want to sound like an immature twat anymore. If you have comments, concerns, grievances, I'm going to tell you right now, if they are a negative variety, you're not going to get a response. You can leave them down below. I will approve comments down below if you want. But I'm not going to approve everyone's comments anymore. If it's within reason, sure, I'll approve it. That does not mean I will respond to it. We're doing this intro now because this is a big step in the different direction for once. Live chats. This was also part of the advice. I should do this now. Live chats are now going to be 2-week subscriber-only mode. This will deter any desire to be a dick. If you are not 2-week subscriber-only mode and you want to be able to comment, you have the comment section down below. If it is rude or obnoxious, it will not be put through. That is simply how it's going to work. But the reason why I'm doing 2-week subscriber-only mode is most people who are here to be rude usually are doing it in the moment. They aren't going to wait 2 weeks to be rude. Which means it's a deterrent for people who just are here to be toxic. I'm not concerned with your issues anymore. A couple other things. Just doing this all now because at this point I've made the decisions. We're not going to cover it again. If you have questions that if you didn't hear this, you need to teach yourself how to go back and watch the entire video from the beginning, not halfway through when you pop in the middle of the stream. Go back and watch the rest of it. I'm not going to direct you. I'm simply going to say we've already covered it. Go find the video yourself. I'm not going to point you out to the video either. No more of this dropping links BS. Okay? If you don't know what video is in, go give me some watch time. Go give me some free views. I'm not going to teach you. I'm not going to hand you the answers anymore. I'm done doing that because it never got me anywhere. After June 8th, when we port ourselves to YouTube, which is what's going to happen, D-Chat, just so you're aware. I'll tell the rest of the mods too. There'll be a community post on this. It'll be brief, but it's going to be there. In fact, it'll probably be our last one when we do that. When I make that community post, you'll know it's our last one. We won't be posting anymore after that at all in any level. There will be one community post, and that is it. When we port to YouTube, I will be removing a great deal of the content from this channel. Mostly the toxic stuff, the things that are just, they have no reason to exist. The whining, the complaining, the venting, the exposés, all of it will be removed from this platform. You will have the Rumble if you want to know what people were doing. But I'm not going to be promoting that anymore. The reason why is nobody cares. And if nobody cares, what's the point? I'm not saying this for woe is me. I'm not saying this to be a pity party. I'm not telling this to be, oh my God, feel bad for me. No, I don't need your pity. I don't want it. I'm saying this so that you're aware of what's happening to the content, where it is going, how it is changing. Because after we do this, we are playing Oblivion and any other game I deem fit. On May 1st, 2025, we will be playing some PlayStation stuff for a while. It's easier to stream on that console. I also have a lot of interest in completing some playthroughs before we go. And above all else, let's be honest here, we're taking a step away for a while. We might as well enjoy both consoles and not stick it all to Xbox. I play Oblivion because it's on Game Pass. Let's be fair. If you have any questions about things I have not mentioned here, feel free to ask. But you better do it politely. D-Chat, are you listening? I need to know that you're listening before I proceed. Okay, while I wait for him to respond. If you guys would like to ask a question, you are free to ask. Keep it polite. Okay, if you cannot be polite, you will not be allowed to comment again. The rule of thumb is, if your comment is not being polite, if it is in any way toxic or troll-based in any capacity, it is a ban on site. I'm not concerned with your subscription. I'm not concerned with your follow. I'm not concerned with you being a way to grow my channel. If you cannot be polite, you will be hidden from channel. That means any comment. I don't care how minor it is. This channel is now basically North Korea when it comes to comments. If you are not kissing my rear end or being super polite or at least being civil in every way, if your channel name is something gross, if it says Tibbs anything, if your channel name has the word Tibbs TV in it, if your channel has the name Tibbs TV in it, it is a ban on site. If your channel has anything rude as a name, or gross, or vulgar, it is a ban on site. I don't care how long you've been a viewer. I don't care how polite you are. You're going to present yourself like a normal person. Now, there are some exceptions to the rule. If it is not explicitly sexual, I don't really care if it's there. For example, I hate to throw out a member of our audience, but we're going to do it. Cherry Popper's not such a bad name. If it was dicks and tits, you're getting banned. Because remember that this is YouTube, not Tinder, not jackassery. You're going to behave and present yourself like a normal person. And I don't want to see nothing vulgar. I really don't. I'm so sick and tired of people being weirdos and acting like white knights over vulgarity. That means if I have to put up with it, you have to put up with it. You are banned on site if you do anything vulgar. And vulgarity should be pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go into detail. Dicks and tits is kind of a good example, though. Let's be honest here. If your channel name is an accusation, if it is a phrase, if your channel was made the day you're commenting, D-Chat's going to know. My monitor's going to know. They will ban you on site. I don't care about subs. I really don't. Right now, that's what Twitch is going to be for. If if your comment is rude or disrespectful, if it makes an accusation, if it says pedophile, if it uses any troll lingo, even regard, I don't care if you're agreeing with me. I hope you understand this, D-Chat. We are completely doing a ban wave on anyone who acts like they're from that community in any capacity. Even buddy trolls are getting banned. That means focus on the game, kiss my rear end, be overly polite, walk on eggshells like I had to, and then you'll be fine. I'm not saying that we should live in a state of fear. Obviously not. I just think that the advice I got is an opportunity to make it a better tomorrow. And when we're gone for 2 years, the rules will apply on Twitch as well. All these rules apply on Twitch as well. So if you're going to our Twitch to be a part of our Twitch, and I will share my Twitch, I'm okay with that, because if I share my Twitch, we know that we have to do things to behave on that platform. And if you go there and you look for problems, you will find them. I'm not reading every comment anymore, by the way. You'll notice I'm not doing that with D-Chat even right now. I'm not reading every comment anymore. I'm done with doing that. That is baity, I've noticed. Reading every comment leads to bait. I'm not doing that. But I will acknowledge things that I think are important, or things that should be addressed. For example, when he says, okay, also if it was made that day, that's why I addressed the way I did. Because I'm responding to it without responding to it. Right now, if you have something to say, pay. Pay me. If it's that important, I'll read it. Otherwise, pay me. Otherwise, you're not getting attention. I'm not trying to be rude to my audience. I'm not trying to tear down my fan base. I'm putting my foot down. I think we've had this cycle of destruction long enough, and I do think it's time to step away from all the BS. I'm trying to control my language here, as you can see. It's hard for me because I've been so blunt most of my life. And if that pushes away a lot of people and we have no viewership, guess what? I'd rather have no viewers than toxic viewers. That is the way this is going to play now. And I'm not doing this because I'm angry. I'm not doing this because I'm fed up. I'm doing this because it is the right path to lead to a better tomorrow. I think that my future should be important, and right now I need to take steps to clean up the situation. You are all being made aware of this. I'm doing this at the beginning of the video so that you will guaranteed see it from the get-go. And I'm aware it just popped to 0. I'm cool with that. You guys will see this regardless. And if you don't, so be it. I think we all understand that changes need to be made to better a person's life. And at this point, jumping to Twitch to break the cycle is what's needed. Now, I've kind of laid out everything. I don't think we need to cover anything else. We're going to play Oblivion now. And I hope we all have a good time. Give me 1 second. Living next to a freeway sucks. Anyway, so the last time we were in this game, we found out that we could farm gold by killing guards. And I also found out that I'm really good at killing guards. Our bounty is probably through the roof because they keep saying that we don't have any money to pay our fine, yet somehow we go to inventory and we have 12,000 gold. Our fine must be legendary. Like, our fine for our bounty must be, wow, incredible. Which I find to be quite entertaining. But yes, we have found ways to farm gold by killing guards and killing people. We also have, in result of this, have enacted the Dark Brotherhood questline. We have we've started it as a result. Murder leads to Dark Brotherhood, obviously, in this game, which is, I think, is a cool little feature. Like, they're always watching, like, hey, look at this guy murdering so many people. Like, he's the guy. But like I said, we do not have enough money to pay our fine, and we have 12,000 gold, which to me is hilariously insane. I think what we're going to do the majority of this playthrough is level up our strength, because I've noticed that we need to have as much carry weight as possible for a lot of this, because we're over here farming armor and gloves and everything So that's what we did last time. Last time we were on here, that stream will go public in the near future. I have to chop out some minor issues. I'm not going to go into detail, but that video will be back up in the near future. But we have been doing that. Now, another thing that we did start last stream, or the last time we were streaming this officially, right? Because we had a little mini stream in between. By the way, I was feeling really sick last night. I feel better now. I don't know what happened. It seems to be a panic attack. I haven't had a lot of panic attacks, but I've had them in the past. And I don't know what triggered it. I have no idea what caused it. And I'm sorry I left so abruptly last night. But I do feel better now, so just so y'all know. But let's see. But the last time we streamed, we also started the Dark Brotherhood questline. And now we have to go to a certain town and kill a guy named... Is it Rafio? Hold on. Let's see. A knife in the dark. We have to go kill Rufio. I was close. It was close. We have to go to the Inn of Ill Omen. Find a man named Rufio and kill him. If I simply leave Rufio alone, LeChance will never visit me again. That means if we brutally murder Rufio, LeChance gonna visit us again. That name, I'm sorry. Anyway, there's a LeChance that he might come back. You know what I mean? But this is the Dark Brotherhood questline. Also, the Battle for Castle Kvatch. I feel like we should go back and do that. We are probably going to go exploring for a while, though. Hopefully. I also don't know why we can't sell this one thing. The oiled linen shoes is the only thing we can't sell of all the stuff that we've kind of looted off bodies. Anyway. So,
see you too.
This is the prison.
How are you?
What? Why am I so tall? What the fuck? Hold on, I'm really tall. I don't know what to do with this. God damn.
How is it?
This is awkward and weird to me. Alright, hold on. Start, I think it's map. No. Okay, we're going to pin marker, remove it. Alright, we gotta go find Gate to Oblivion. Skingrod. Alright, let's go do the Kvatch mission. Actually, no, let's not do the Kvatch mission. Let's explore for a bit. Alright, let's see. I like how our head hits the ceiling. We need to get a lantern or a light.
What's that?
Well, Skyrim! Well, Skyrim! Alright. Ah, fudge. Let's drop the clay bowls. Okay, dokie. What do I need? Are we a giant? Oh! 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 Okay.
Presence here will not be tolerated.
You know what? You. Gosh dang it. 34 pounds. No, this is, yeah, 34 pounds. We have 34 pounds. Let's should probably start using the bow and arrow. Coarse linens, we don't care about that. 100 pounds, we don't care about that. Iron boots. Okay, I guess we can put those on. Chuck that. Chuck that. Allahu Akbar. These things are worth money, but 34 pounds. If it's 0.01, then it's 34.4 pounds. That's a lot of weight for arrows.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby to cry?
Hold on. Do I have to activate the arrows too?
Just warming up.
Hold on, how do you use bows and arrows? It's not pull back and use the other trigger. Character, combat, attacking, range. Here we go. Okay. Releasing, first hold draw, right trigger to draw your bow. You can zoom by holding L tree for more precise shot. Okay. Well, if we get one shot already, holy booty She's got a booty on her. Iron longsword. Why am I a giant? I'm the Hound. I'm Sandor Clegane. Oh my god, I didn't realize it dropped all this in here. Alright, let's go. Let's go shoot a bunch of things. We need to get archery up anyway. Ooh, what's in here? We can level up. It's funny because we're actually ending up with more arrows than we started with.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. I'll hack you to pieces.
You're a warlord. You suck. Steel Cuirass, 180. That's more like it. That is more like it. All right. Holy Jesus! Hold on, we gotta figure out a way out of here now. If you hug the wall, you can go through the wall. Crap. Alright, we're good. Find a way out. Another gate to Oblivion, huh? The Oblivion gates are kind of cool. They're also very tedious, too. crotch shot shot him right in the dick. How you doing, V-Chat? The Lust Keep. Wow. Right to the face. Holy moly. never get the best of me. George Sangulum Sanguis. It is really fucking hot. Hold on, give me a second. Noticed that myself, been sweating a bit lately. Yeah, it's been causing me heart palpitations and shit. Close the Oblivion gate. Two we've closed. All right. Scamp is trapped here. Dude, it's like really warm. Like the temperature is like 58 degrees, but it feels like it's like 70 or 80 outside. I feel like I want to call it early again. You know, because I've been feeling like just, it's probably just feeling under the weather. But I don't know. Just stressed. Cannot go. Wait, turn back. Okay, so we're at the edge of the map now. Like, it's not as bad as it was last night. And I still don't know what caused the panic attack. I have no idea. Iron Claymore, we don't need that. I also noticed that I've been getting gassy. I'm wondering if it's related. Like, if you have mass amounts of gas, can that cause panic attacks? I don't know. But my heart's palpitating right now. I really don't end up like my mother. Where I have panic attacks and shit. Then again, that's another reason why we're stepping away from all the stuff. Going to Twitch, turning yourself to ignore. Because stress is a build-up factor these days. It does weigh on you after a point. So it's like there's constantly, the only feeling that comes close is weed. And I don't like the flavor or taste or feeling of weed. Serious? You have a giant human, and you chose to come at me. But weed makes me feel this way, and I'm wondering if there's a weed in the air. Because I don't know, I haven't smoked no weed in a few days. So I'm wondering why it feels like you're constantly high, like a not a good high either, like a stressed out kind of high. It's in the air. Gumbers falling Kvatch. Found Derek. Dasek Moore. Gate to Oblivion already found. Troll Candle Cam. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it'll pass in time, maybe it could be something in the air. But, you know, at this point, the stress isn't as bad as it was last night. Heart palpitations are there, but been dealing with stuff off camera that I have to figure out too. Unrelated, don't want to talk about that. We have a small hole cave. And then a Gwendon farm. We're gonna try to go to an hour and a half, and then we'll see how I feel. Find as many locations as we can. Gwendon farm. Do you think mods will come to console? If you want to, enter. Give me a second, I'll move you. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna just sit you in any random spot. Another gate to Oblivion. gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. All right, I'm back. I don't understand this Oblivion gate at all. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. How do we get up? You okay, Winter? I'm okay. A little stressed, but I'm okay. Nernroot.
Stop! You violated the law. Since you lack the funds to pay the court, you must serve out your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Two things to take away from this. One, I have 12,000 gold. How do I not have enough money to pay the court? Like, how much are they asking for? Second of all, I would rather die than go to jail.
Then pay with your blood.
So be it. Now, before we do this, I would like to note that we did warn him, right?
Let's get this over with.
Alright, now give me all your crap. We're gonna sell it all. We have a for sure level up guaranteed in our future. Alright, we should go to Castle Anvil now. Dockgate, Lighthouse, Stables. I don't know if there's a shop in here. I really hope there is.
Stop. Then pay with your blood.
So be it. Take that. Take that. All of that. Like, what the hell did they expect me to do? Just go to jail? Like, no. The giant hulking maniac. The giant gray sword. Let's go into the dining hall and eat everything. Scrumptious. What's the matter? Someone stole your sweet roll. If it isn't nailed down, we're taking it. I had to pick up my balls. We've had poor quality streaming the last hour.
By the god!
You treacherous gods!
Fuck you.
Pay with your blood.
I'm so... Filthy Nod, you have no idea how many packets I picked in the last 17 minutes. I have had more eggplants shoved up people's asses than you will ever hope to announce. Oh, they're all dead. Alright, well, that was short-lived. Ooh, a mace! Let me just take all of it. We need to march towards the Imperial City now. Oh, you realized that it was poor quality, you fixed it? I appreciate that, YouTube, but... I like how YouTube's trying to get on my good side now. I was over there sitting on the toilet taking a mad dump, and I opened up my YouTube so I can watch the chat, so I can keep an eye on things, you know what I mean? And out of the blue, I noticed this new feature on YouTube that only Twitch had. See, Twitch used to do this, what I'm about to announce to you guys.
Somebody help! Break the law on my watch, will you? I'll be confiscating your stolen goods. Oh, and no gold to pay your fine. It's off to the lockup then.
Just for that assumption, you shall die.
Then pay with your blood.
Yeah, whatever you say, bro.
Why? Won't you die?
You're interrupting me trying to pick this thing up.
That's what you can do! Somebody!
Got it.
Help! Quickly! We've got a murderer!
We have a murderer, too. Man, do not make me smack you.
Fiercer than you.
You were saying? That's right, ass up. That's where everybody needs you to be in the right position. Assume the position to be dominated.
Why do you bother me? Go away.
Talking while you're unconscious, so. Anyway, I was doing the round, checking the chat from my.
You put that somebody help! Come quickly!
Fuck off. I was checking my live chat while I was sitting on the toilet. And all the subscribers that I have are not an assault, it was a murder. There was a difference. It was very intentional. And the result was murder, obviously. They died, so it was murder, it was an assault.
What's going on?
We're gonna be rich. Hold on, how much do we have? 809 pounds. If only they had a store here. But yeah, I was taking a mad dump, and I was going through my my YouTube, and I noticed that my YouTube tells me all my subscribers now. Anyone who shares the subscription. So I have this screenshotted list of all my subs, which is legendary because there's so many people. But it kind of tells me what my audience is too, as a result, because of the names of people, you know? Like, there's a very specific ethnicity for a lot of the people. So it's like, I kind of know where my audience is now as a result. And you know me, I'm kind of glad to know I have an audience. I just didn't expect it to be so specifically one demographic of people. And by the way, it's not white people. Like, I have no problem with my audience not being white people. I just think it's funny that my audience is predominantly not white people. I'm like, huh, this is kind of cool. So apparently I'm beloved in Asia. I don't mean like China, Asia. Well, maybe, I don't know. I think it's more like Vietnam, Thailand. That seems to be the demographic of the majority of my audience. So I think that's kind of cool. I need to learn some Chinese, learn some Vietnamese, learn some Japanese. Start accepting the culture, you know. Dun. What is that?
Oh. Hello.
Hey, come on now,
Someone's been murdered.
What? Let's see. Someone's been murdered. Someone's been murdered.
Well now, what do we have here? Caught in the act and no gold to pay your fine. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now it's off to jail with you.
I like how they just assume that I don't have any gold. I have 12,000 gold. That's how much I have on me. And I just have to ask, how do they just check my pockets for gold before they even address me? That means they're snooping in my business, which means I'm going to resist arrest.
And pay with your blood.
You snooped in my pockets, bro.
What? Out!
Show me what you got!
Someone's been murdered.
Now, what did we learn? If you do stupid things, you get stupid prizes. That's the lesson.
What? Out!
There's the jailer. I will be taking.
Someone's been murdered.
It's not murder. You hit me, sir. I'm gonna have to end you. That's right, run away. Blade mastery has increased. The cuts and nicks practice sessions at all with all manner of blades has benefits. You now are a journeyman with blade weapons. Your power attacks now apply weakness to normal weapons. Cool.
Someone's been murdered!
Excuse me? That's right, mind your own business.
Leave me alone.
I intend to. She's like, leave me alone. I'm like, you know, that's the first smart thing I've heard all day. Let's see, we gotta walk all the way to the Imperial City. I don't know where there's actually a place we can sell all this stuff. We don't need anything that's if it's 1 gold or less, we're not keeping it. Because at this point, it's just not gonna be worth it in the long run. Clogs aren't worth nothing. Dark green shirt, we're not gonna keep it, we're not gonna wear it. What you doing there, D-Chat? Let's see. Club's not worth anything. We should really sell the silver arrows. Steel arrows too. Alright. Let's make our way to the Imperial City. Hold on, thing's freezing. So stupid. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to open up a new tab to my window on my Explorer and it just froze everything. I really do need to up my my memory on my laptop. College course ads. That's what's up. Is there a merchant in Anvil in Oblivion? Okay, there is, apparently. There's a Veril Moravin in Anvil is a good gold merchant with 12,000 gold to barter and buys and sells various items, not just weapons and armor. Where? Where? This game is not very noob friendly and just throws you out there. Let's make a guide or something. So apparently there is a merchant somewhere in Anvil. It doesn't say where. So we're going to pin the marker here. We're going to march our way to the gate, find our way in, find the merchant, sell off our stuff, and then we'll have 2 merchants to sell our gear to.
Stop! You violated the law! Since you lack the funds to pay the court, you must now serve out your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Fuck you.
Then pay with your blood! Oh, this is here! This is here! Someone's been murdered!
What was that? Oh, Instagram has notifications for me? Alright, I'll lower these windows, I guess. At the risk of losing the stream, I'm gonna look at these. Okay. I also will note that I just noticed the other day that one of our former mods deleted all of his social media. Like, all of it. That would be none other than Neggy Springfield, Travis Westfall. Completely eradicated all of his social media. Thought that was odd. Like, just a complete wipe. And I don't know why you do that. I mean, I guess he got bullied off the internet once and for all by people. He's been dealing with that for years, though. I guess it's a matter of time for that became a thing. I hate how easily in this game it is to get over encumbered. Like, I never have this problem in other games. This game is the worst I've ever seen. Like in Skyrim, it takes a hot minute to become over encumbered. Fallout, same thing. This game, it just happens out of nowhere. Constantly. We're gonna play it at 2 hours and then... Oh, my torch went out. I guess torches... That's good to know. I did not know that. I did not know torches only last a certain amount of time. You okay, Winter? I'm okay. I'm just tired.
Stop! You violated the law. Since you lack the funds to pay the court, you must serve out your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood. This is the Getting tired? The master supposed to be impressed. Why won't you die? Die, damn you! Just warming up, you pathetic. Supposed to be impressed.
Oh, you're below me. I forgot that I'm tall. For some reason, I'm really tall in this game, and I don't really know why. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it does bother me a bit. Here we are. We're here, guys. This is the Peacemakers. Oh, it's not. giant.
Enoroth, Morvain's apprentice.
Just go away.
Thou Morvain, been making weapons and arms here in Anvil for 30 years. People say I do good work, and I don't aim to argue with them. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? You got a great deal there. A good price for a good customer. That's more than a That's a fair deal. You got a great deal there. You made a good bit of gold. You got a great deal there. You got a great. You made a good fight. That's a good deal. That's more than I usually pay. You got a great deal there. A fine transaction. And a fine transaction. A fine. That's a fair deal. You got a great deal there. That's more than I. Thank you. Come again. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you? A pleasure to serve you. Stop talking. Enough. I'm waiting. Let's see what we've got here. Look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Tell your friends about me. Just leave.
Very tall person. Because we gotta come in the main gate and it's to be immediately to our right. Alright. Well, it's been 2 hours. I guess I'll call it here. Hot diggity dog. Who are you? That is the nicest statue I have seen probably ever. Holy fish booty. Alright. Mermaids are hot. Alright, I guess I'm gonna call it here, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Not sure the next one will be, but I'll be there on the next one. Peace out. Adios. Mermaids are hot. Alright, I guess I'm gonna call it here, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Not sure the next one will be, but I'll be there on the next one. Peace out.